So Tekken 8 finally released and everyone is absolutely loving it. Honestly, I played a little bit of the game myself over at a mate's house and I'm absolutely enjoying it so far. New combos are being uploaded to YouTube every day. The game is as flashy as it's ever been. Characters are basically the best versions of themselves. And so people are sitting there while they're playing the game are thinking to themselves, who's next for DLC? So far we know Eddie is coming back with the I'm the black character haircut now. Seriously, what the fuck is up with that? But from what I've seen online mostly, people are screaming out who are going to be the next guest characters. Now, I know guest characters shouldn't make or break a fighting game. As cool as they are, like I love seeing characters from different franchises interacting with characters from other franchises. But personally, I think a character from the original Tekken games, or even characters that haven't appeared in decades, should be prioritized over, I don't fucking know, Eren Yeager. But third party characters is the biggest money maker in the industry, so I'm going to give you 5 characters I think would work perfect in Tekken. I'm going to go off Tekken 7 as a basis for this list, mainly because it's the only game with third party DLC that we have. And going off that roster, we have 3 video game characters, 2 of them for being fighting games and 1 of them for being a different genre entirely, and 1 from a comic book / TV show. Well, Negan's more iconic for being in the TV show than over the comic book, so I'm gonna say a TV show character. So we have a TV show character, 2 fighting game characters, and 1 video game character from a different genre, and then also an extra oddball in, which I think will be kind of fun to add in. So this is my list of the top 5 guest characters I want in Tekken 8.
Get ready for the next battle.
So the first fighting game character I'm going to go with is Kilik from Soulcalibur. Soulcalibur is a massive franchise, well, primarily because it's the second fighting game besides Tekken that Bandai Namco owns, so I'm surprised they haven't used it yet. Now, I bet you're wondering why didn't I pick Nightmares, mainly because, well, the sword. It was just way too big and I just couldn't figure out how you would be able to accurately betray him. But with Kilik's moves, you can say like he'll have long recovery on his long poking staff. You can even use some like them in the combos and do some flips to get in close. But the main reason I want to see him is primarily because he also has an evil transformation just like Jin and Kazuya. Hell, it could probably even be part of his moveset if you really wanted it to be. For like, if he transforms into the form, he will be extremely powerful, but his health will decline slowly over the course of the fight, basically making him the glass cannon. And if you don't want to go down that route, I say you can just put it in for a Super and Soulcalibur. Easily just pick him up, throw him down, throw a big huge spear back down on him, and hell, all you really need to do is update the models and it'll pretty much fit into Tekken. Oh yeah, the stages. Each character will have their own stages, so you can literally use any stage from Soulcalibur. Hell, probably go wild with it, even make it Ruined and Destroyed and say that Soulcalibur and Tekken are in the same universe, just hundreds of years apart. But don't add the ring out system because people will break their 80-euro controllers. Remember when controllers were only like 20 euro? God, I miss those days.
Get ready for the next battle. Hey, cover!
Here's a very easy one, Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury. First of all, Geese was in the last game, Terry's infinitely more popular thanks to fucking Smash Bros, so if he doesn't make it in this game, I'm honestly shocked, or they forgot to add him in last minute. Or they just want to bring back their old characters that people actually wanted to see in the game for decades instead of just leaving them out for the next 5 installments and then possibly adding them back after it's the 17th get character no one cared about. Anyway, back to Funny Hat Guy. Now, despite Terry being very iconic for the hat, I think we should go with his Mark of the Wolf design. Purely because cross-promotion, you gotta do that. So we're gonna go with his new Mark of the Wolf design. Well, technically old, it was out ages ago, but it's gonna be more synonymous in this game. So I say we'll probably do that, but maybe make the cap as an alt. I say what we do for Terry is to do the same we did for Akuma and Geese. Basically give him the inputs for his special moves, and if he fills up a meter in the bottom corner, he can actually amplify those special moves and even use them. Hell, I can totally see him just doing the same inputs for Buster Wolf and you pull off Buster Wolf. Hell, I say probably for his low drive ability, you can even give him the cool Mark of the Wolf say tackle that he does. Oh, and his super move, I have a really cool idea for it. How about he throws his jacket on him while he's screaming, "Are you okay?" Then after the jacket falls off the opponent, it reveals that Terry is using his Buster Adventure and then knocking him up in the air, then catching his jacket and put it back on him. Honestly, that was just a cool idea. I just really think that would be pretty cool. Also, hi, Future Jones here. I completely forgot to give Terry a stage, so I'm just going to give him, I don't know, this stage from the trailer from King of Fighters 15. I don't know, I think it looks pretty. So, yeah, why haven't you subscribed yet?
Get ready for the next battle.
Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza / the Like a Dragon series. Okay, he's probably the #1 guest character people are wanting right now. And there's a lot of them, like I'm not even understanding, like there's a lot of people who really want Tifa. But the second Tifa gets added, there's gonna be a tidal wave of people who are gonna be begging for Kiryu to get in this game. Now let me get this out of the way first. I know the original Yakuza creator did say he does not want Kiryu to be in a fighting game. Hell, he even used Tekken as an example because he doesn't want Kiryu hitting women. Yeah, that didn't slap him from slapping Haruka in the series. Also, he's been in other crossovers which require you to hit women. Oh god, I know my friends are gonna be watching this. Please don't clip that. The biggest example of this I have is Project Cross Zone, which he is a very prominent character in there. Hell, if you really wanted to, you could have replaced Majima with him, but the original developer of the Yakuza games apparently has left, or has gone down on that. I haven't really looked into it myself. But regardless, he is the most wanted guest character in this game. Now, originally I was going to give him the moveset where he's swapping between all of his styles, but that's going to be really hard to do because if you're looking at Tekken, and there's already a stance character in Tekken, and that moveset is pretty hefty. So I'm gonna make him a grappler. Why a grappler? Because most of his attacks, his heat actions in the game, mostly involves him grabbing the opponent and rather smashing his head in. Or grabbing an object from the foreground just to swing it around and bash it off someone. Now 2 ways you can go for his rage are. 1, have him do his summon from Like a Dragon where he summons a giant dragon to just pummel him. Or have Majima come in and basically you're in the cross zone between Kiryu and Majima's fight, ending with Kiryu doing his iconic black and white kick, sending Majima straight into your opponent's chest. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of stage you have because you can pretty much go for the main Yakuza areas, but they do not have Dane Dane as a victory pose where he sings it. 0 out of 10, don't even bother adding them into the game.
Get ready for the next battle.
Let's get him! For the TV show character, I'm picking Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai / Karate Kid. Now, I know Karate Kid is technically a movie before it came a TV show, but Cobra Kai is probably one of the most popular TV shows, probably in the last decade, I would probably say. Hell, and because Johnny already has a defined fighting style, and the Tekken team is already adapting karate, there's not really much that you can add to his moveset that wouldn't be already established in Tekken. Hell, you can even import some other Jin's old moves that you haven't even used for this game yet, and it would make perfect sense because Johnny is a master of that fighting style. For his rage art, my idea is that he kicks some and the opponent stagger a little bit. Then Johnny gets flashback to the Karate Kid tournament of the last moments. Johnny has a bit of a panic attack, but there's nothing that he can't handle, and he focuses on the opponent. With the opponent doing the exact same kick where he jumps up and tries to kick him, but he dodges in time just to kick him back into the wall. Hell, it'll probably be a really good character moment for Johnny in the game. And for the stage, I say we go with rather the Cobra Kai Dojo or the original Karate Kid finals. Where they choose to pick, I think Johnny definitely suits this game. Well, definitely more than fucking Negan.
Get ready for the next battle.
You are my special. You are my special. You are my special.
For my last character, I'm gonna pick Sukuna from JJK. Now, to get this out of the way before people say, what about this character, what about this character? I just really want to acknowledge that Baki, like any character from Baki, is a massive hit. But this manga kinda accidentally outsold One Piece. And if you're looking at Tekken 8 right now, you cannot tell me how the characters are not pulling domain expansions. And plus, this is a game where both of the main protagonists are demons who have evil transformations. So why not bring in the most hype evil transformation character right now? And the way I can see him is kind of a mixture of Noctis and Geese, where he'll have a lot of counters, but he can choose whether to hit him with a projectile, or he can just straight up just knock him across the stage, while Sukuna is taunting the shit out of you. Hell, imagine the dialogue between him and Kazuya where he's saying his double transformation is weak in comparison to him. And for his rage art, it has to be his domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine. Although we'll probably have to use black and white silhouettes to like portray the gore without boosting the age rating. And at the end of it, he'll hit you with the fire arrow that he did on a Tomoraga. And also, a cool little detail, if you finish him with that move, Yuji will take control again, witness the destruction, witness the death of the opponent, and have his breakdown at the end of Season 2. But as a little extra detail you can add in, you can zoom in, see Sukuna in his mind, sit there, and smirks about what he just done. And for the stage, I know we could go with Shibuya, but the idea I like to have is where he fights the first special grade. Not only that's probably one of the most iconic moments of JJK, it really set the tone on how powerful Sukuna can actually be if he had the rest of his fingers. So yeah, there's my list for what characters I would like to see in Tekken 8. Now there is a lot more characters I could have picked from. Hell, a lot of Final Fantasy, Baki characters. Hell, we could have seen another Street Fighter character if we really wanted to. But this video has already gone long enough, and plus, I don't really feel comfortable seeing if Capcom wants to make another Street Fighter character canon. So we're gonna have to wait and see what in stores in Tekken 8. And for always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Special. Won't you make this right while bringing chaos anew? Eat it up, all you find, all that you're having enough. My God, this life, this rendezvous. It's always twisting deep inside. You are my special.